But he never gave up. He continued to fight for what he wanted, but what he, I think, knew was right to do.
Did you ever see him despair?
I mean, I kind of think we all were in a place of despair leaving the White House in 2021. You know, when we got on the plane to fly down to Palm Beach for the last time, we got on Air Force One for the last time of that term, it was very somber. I mean, it was an incredibly tough time for all of us. And I think it was an incredibly tough time for him. But what's amazing is that we flew down to Palm Beach. No one really had a lot to say. He told all of us that he wanted to have dinner that night. And none of us really knew how that would go. And the first thing he did before he even sat down at the dinner table is he looked around at all of us and he goes, "Well, kids, I got to do it again."
President Donald Trump has had a bit to say about the Democrats who embarrassed themselves on the world stage at the Munich Security Conference. The president called out AOC, Gavin Newsom and Hillary Clinton for their performances, saying it was not a good look for America.
By the way, I watched AOC answering questions in Munich. This was not a good look for the United States. I watched Gavin Newsom answering questions in Munich, and this was a bad look for our country. These two people are incompetent. And at least Hillary's competent. She's just Trump deranged. She was so deranged. She is an angry woman. But I watched the other two speaking and answering basic questions. Look, Gavin has destroyed California. And AOC, I never heard her speak very much. And they started answering questions. She had no idea what was happening. She had no idea how to answer, very important questions concerning the world. But But she can't answer questions concerning New York City either, because New York City is got some problems.
Is he wrong? I don't think so, but you be the judge. Firstly, here's Gavin Newsom with his out-of-control climate alarmism, saying people are burning up all because of climate change.
Many have called Joe Biden the climate president, but that didn't help with his re-election. So how important do you think climate issues will be back for the 2028 presidential election?
Well, you may not believe in science, but you got to believe your own eyes. I mean, people are burning up, choking up, heating up. We have simultaneous droughts and floods. Historic wildfires. You know maybe little about California. You've seen those images of these wildfires. Talk about being as dumb as we want to be.
I mean, not mentioning that he failed on just about every level to prepare California for those horrific wildfires in January last year. But let's look at AOC's performance for the cameras in Munich. We played some of the parts yesterday. Here's a little bit more. And according to Politico, AOC spent months preparing for this appearance. I mean, this was her big chance to outline her vision for foreign policy. Yet this is how she responded to a very straightforward but important question about Taiwan.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
You know, I think that this is such a, I think that this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States. And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point. And we want to make sure that we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
Yeah, she has no idea. I didn't think we were going to get there, and it was certainly painful. Finally, Hillary Clinton, who, while she was speaking at this conference, admitted, very obvious point, that mass migration has been destabilizing for the United States. Tell that to Joe Biden. But she began panicking as she was called out for her Trump derangement syndrome that clearly prevents her from just hearing a rational argument.
We saw the cancel culture. We saw the woke revolution. I don't agree with the gender revolution, the climate alarmism.
Which gender? Women having their rights?
Let
Peter go on.
I think there are two genders. So, but some of us think that there is more than one or more than two. More than two gender. I think there is male and female, and the rest probably is a social construct. So this is something that went too far.
But does that justify selling out the people of Ukraine who are on the front lines dying to save their freedom and their two genders? If that's what you're worried about?
Can I please finish my points? I'm sorry that it makes you nervous. I'm really sorry for that.
It makes me nervous. It makes me very angry.